Today we're going to talk about your unique journey as a storyteller. The thing you have to understand is nobody has told stories the way you're going to tell stories.
There is no, formula to your success. I know nowadays we're kind of bombarded with, stories of success, and we have biographies, we have little, documentaries, and it all looks very beautiful and almost fairy tale like. But what you're not seeing are the self-doubting, the struggles behind, that success. And it takes time. It takes time for you to get there.
Yeah.
So it's not that instant gratification kind of thing, And, there are going to be moments that you're going to be asking yourself, why am I doing this? It doesn't matter if you've been acting for 5, 10, 20 years. We go through those phases.
Yeah.
It's like, why am I doing this? Why did I choose to do this? Because sometimes it is hard being an actor. It's not an easy thing. But you have to understand there is no formula, especially for people who are just starting out.
Yeah.
And they're looking for that guru sometimes, that special coach or agent
This
or
workshop will do it for me and all the rest of that. And it's not true. You're unique, and your way of doing this is unique. And that's the thing that you need to be spending time doing. You need to be committed to that. You need to have perseverance that's beyond anything else. You need to keep going and trudging, even during the times where you think, this is crazy, I shouldn't do this. You've really got to keep going and be consistent. That's going to be the key to your success.
And you have to, be open to what success means.
Yeah.
A lot of people, they have a very, limited idea of what that is.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes as an actor, you're imagining like, oh, the apex of my career is going to be when I win an Oscar or something like that, which is cool. Nothing wrong with that. But then what?
Yeah.
So you're going to retire after that. There's nothing more to it, So you should not be focusing on those things. You should be focusing on how much you love telling stories. On, you're, like Jack was saying, doing this every day, that consistency, that commitment of trying to become a little bit better or trying to be a little bit more creative and then find different ways of, doing this thing, like always evolving and changing and growing.
Exactly. Keep doing this every day, and you're going to continue to learn every single day a little bit more about yourself. And you know what? In acting, you're the instrument. It's not a piano. It's not a violin. It's not a canvas and paint. It's you. You need to really know yourself really well in order to ultimately discover your unique way of doing, your unique process of how you're going to tell a story. This is what Strayon's been about since its very beginning. One of our philosophies is that we're here helping actors discover their unique way of doing it. I think any artist eventually takes responsibility for the fact that their way of doing this art is uniquely theirs. And it's time you started discovering that. Stop doing other people's art, okay? Stop acting the way another person acts and find your way of doing this.
It's important that you discover you know, how does this work for me? So there are a bunch of nice techniques out there and acting books and acting classes that are going to give you some tools, for you to grow and understand how to tell stories, but that's not everything. Yeah. So you have to find out, your journey, and understand that that's going to change. We have a lot of, clients that they have their little tricks and techniques that work for them all the time, and then suddenly they hit this spot that nothing is working. Oh, my little warm-up doesn't work anymore. What is happening? Maybe I don't have it anymore. And it just means that you're changing. Like Jack said, you are the instrument.
Yeah.
So this is going to change, as you keep doing this. And it gets very simple. And a lot of people self-doubt when it gets that simple because they work so hard, most of the time, and it kind of becomes to, it gets to a place that gets really simple, and they're like, it can't be it.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like acting, the hard work of acting anymore. And the deal is, it needs to move towards simplicity. You need to be able to do this almost like second nature, and that's going to feel different, and it's going to grow and evolve, as Isabel said, throughout your career.
We've seen this happening, and that's the thing. Some people might not believe this, but we've seen it because we've been coaching hundreds and hundreds of actors for, I don't know, 20 years. But, we see people coming in here with no experience whatsoever.
Right.
And I've heard in the past some other people saying, oh, this person really doesn't have it, no talent at all. And I remember that person was the one who was in the studio for about 6-7 years, I don't know. And he's a working actor nowadays.
Yeah.
He works all the time, more than anyone else in the studio. And even I was just like, wow, look what he can do nowadays. And it was that just commitment and that consistency, it's important to him. And he does it every day, and he didn't give up because he understood, his life philosophy that, if you want to get, to become great at something, you got to do it every day. Right. And so with that out there, do it. Yeah. Start now, every day. Do a little bit of acting or writing. I don't know what's your thing. Yeah. But do it every day. If it's just a physical theater exercise, you can go on YouTube and find a bunch of exercises for that. Do it a little bit every day. Work on your voice, work on your body, get a scene, take out your iPhone and make it happen.
Yeah. Nobody knows your journey, okay, except you in the process of discovering it. Nobody can tell you how to do it or how you're going to do it, only you. And the deal is start your journey. Start it right now.
Okay?
Okay.
So exercise for this week. Pick a monologue or a scene that you like if you have a scene partner, and set up your iPhone or your camera and film that monologue or scene 3 times, 3 different takes.
Make sure each take you're not repeating what you did before. Make new choices. Make it a discovery. Don't decide how you're going to say a line or how you're going to set it up or anything. Make it a total discovery.
And you can do that a few times during this week. You can choose different monologues or scenes if you want to. But do that. Film yourself, 3 takes in that monologue or scene, and then by the end of the week, watch everything. Yeah. And see the journey, your journey.